Hi everyone, it's Priya here, and today's video is going to be a vlog. I'm going to just be sharing what I've been up to and what I'm doing, as well as I'm working on a new product, and it is going to be a handmade product by myself, and it's going to take a little bit of reorganizing my studio to be able to make that product. So I'm really excited to be working on that, and I can't wait to share more with you guys. Okay, so let's get into today's vlog. Starting off, I am going to be making a new product. So that product involves a lot of sewing. It's going to be handmade. So I've got the sewing machine out and just got it out on the side because I want to also have space to do my filming for my sketchbook and my painting and drawing. So I want to have a space for everything. So I want to have my space for my art supplies so that I can easily grab my art supplies when I want to do any, art or painting or drawing. And then I want to also have at the same time my space for my sewing, pull the machine out and then do the sewing. And I can also, use the table for doing any cutting of the fabric and things like that. So I'm going to get to the product a little later in this video, but I just want to start off by showing you, I've been just trying to organize everything, spaced out so that I can do my art as well as my sewing of this new product and be able to do all of it without hampering anything that I'm working on. So apart from the sewing machine, what I've done here is I've just moved some of my supplies about, and these two containers over here were actually in my cupboard over there. So they were there and I just removed them from there and I brought them here just so that it makes easy access for me, so that I'm not going to constantly walk around, because it's a there's a little square area that I've got where I work, so it's like a little closed area like that. So I don't want to keep on going around and having to go and collect my things that I need. So I just brought the two containers out. These two containers are basically just my cotton. I've got all my cottons in there, and on this little container has got like my straight pins and scissors and anything extra or additional that I'll need for my sewing or for when I'm working with the fabric. There's even a scissor for the fabric as well. And then this was a little tray that I made with some cardboard and fabric and a hot glue gun. So I made this actually just to hold these little clips, because when I am going to be working with my fabric, I just use these same clips just to hold the fabric in place. That's when I don't want to use straight pins, then I use that. So that's the reason for that. And then, well, these are just some of the scrap pieces of fabric and also some additional leftovers that I've got from my additional trial pieces that I was trying out for this product. I've still left this as it was. So over here you've got my stamps, and then you've got my papers for my art journaling, and then here I still have all my watercolor paper and marker paper, drawing paper. All of those little pads of paper are still there. Over here still my hair dryer, my glue gun, they stay there, they haven't moved. Over here I've got my ink, which stays there as well, and I've just got my acrylic paints on top of that. Over here is where this little container over here was actually there. So I've now just moved it over to this table, and I've just got all my ink pads in there. So if I need to do any art journaling or using my ink pads, then I can just grab them from here. It's easier for me that way. And then I've just got my colored soft pencils and my Inktense blocks. I've just got these ones over here that I use sometimes when I am doing watercolor pieces, and if I just want to add a little bit of detail on top, I use the color soft, or I use my chroma flows. It depends what I have on top or what I want to use. But these are the old, this is actually the very old cover for the color soft, so it doesn't look like this anymore. But yeah, that's my color soft that I. Then over here I've just got a towel. Now this towel I'm just using with my iron when I need to iron fabric. I don't have a ironing board, so I'm using just a towel on the table, and then I just iron out my pieces of fabric that I need to flatten out when I'm going to be doing my sewing. So that's the reason there's a little towel over here. And well, just there's again some little pieces of fabric that I use when I'm ironing. And then this is just a few of my notepads that I've made as well. There's some of my notepads and some of my stickers that I've got. If you want to have a look at that, you can see them in my shop. They are available in my shop on my website. The link will be in the description box below. But that's where that is. That little container has just got some stationery items and There's just some palettes there, my little sharpening container that I clean out my sharpening of my pencils, and a few little bits and bobs that I have in there for art journaling or for making little fancy boxes and things like that. So yeah, so those are basically the main changes that I've made. These two trolleys are still exactly the same. I haven't changed anything. Another thing that I wanted to also keep in mind and just bear in mind when I'm going to be doing this change is that while I'll be doing the sewing, I'll be doing my art, I need to be able to film. So I want to make sure that I haven't interrupted my filming setup. Like I normally film on this desk when I'm filming. Unless I'm filming somewhere else, but I film usually on this desk. So this is my art desk, filming desk, even my sewing desk. It's going to be used for all different purposes. So this tripod over here, this tripod is actually used when I am filming a top-down view, and then I've got this tripod on the side that I move around, and then this is the one that I use when I'm filming an angle view, or from the side I film my sketchbook. So it'll be filming at an angle, and then I'll be zooming in. And then, well, this is just a rag that I keep when I'm painting. That's just for me to wipe off any spills and things. So, and then I've got also my lamps. I've just got 2 lamps over there on either side, which sometimes I use when I am painting, when it's gone late and it's dark, and I use that for light. So that's what I'm using. This cupboard has got everything as it was. It's got my color pencils, everything as I've shown you in my previous video. I think I have shown you, it just has all my art supplies and everything inside it. So all of this is still the same. Nothing has changed. Watercolors, charcoal, all the art supplies I use on a regular basis. They have just got my chargers and my, for my camera, and there's nothing much going on there. And then, yeah, I've just got all my, some of the sketchbooks and art journals that I got on top, my watercolor brushes, cup, and my, little porcelain palette or ceramic palette. And then here I've just got my tissue, lotion, and well, this is my printer. So I've just got my printer there, some water, and so basically everything else is the same. It's just mostly I've changed this area that I needed to change. It did go through a few changes. There is another area that I have moved some of my stuff to. I'm going to get to that now. At the bottom there, if you look at the back, there are some boxes and containers. That's just my art supplies, art journaling supplies. So I have my napkins or serviettes. There's some stickers and everything I need for art journaling. So that's there, my palette for acrylic painting. And then obviously if you look behind this trolley, it's just my paper, my guillotine, and more scraps from art journaling that I keep in case I need to use those little bits from there. So yeah, these are all the same. My acrylic paint brushes, my scissors, my washi tape, masking tape, pencils. I've got my fine liners, everything there, paper towels, my little clips for my sketchbook, little bottles and water, and little jars for water. There as well, I've got all my acrylic paints, and then at the bottom over there is my gouache paints, and then here are just all gesso, texture paste, glue. I've got a Pritt stick there. I've just got little things that I use for my art journaling as well. So those have stayed the same. On this little table over here, which is the same. I'm not sure if I've shown all of this part of the studio. I think I have shown it in my art studio tour video, but I think some of the things have changed. In here I've just got all my big stencils, and at the bottom underneath I've got all my little stencils that I use for art journaling and just crafting. And then here I've got my paper palettes there, and then I got a little toolbox at the bottom where I keep my screwdriver and things like that. Then obviously I always have a little dusting cloth, and then that's this little spray for polishing all the furniture. And then that container over there has got all my sticker paper, printer paper, things I need to print, special papers and things like that. My little dustbin as well. And then now we move on to this desk. Now this desk here has got a lot of, this is actually my glass table. If you watch my studio vlog, you would have seen my glass table, which I've got just, this is just, it's looking like a little bit of a mess, but I'm going to be, neatening up stuff. There's a couple of things that I need to just shift off from it, but you can see I've just got my drawing board here, which I use sometimes on my table for drawing. Just if I want to elevate my sketchbook, then I use it. As well as I've got my mat here. This mat I use sometimes when I want to do my some cutting, or if I'm making a book or sketchbook or something, I want to cut the paper. Just got some additional brown paper here as well. So these are the fabrics I'm going to be using for my new product that I'm launching, and the product I'm making is actually these little pencil cases. Now these little pencil cases, or you may call them stationery pouches, you can use them for a variety of different purposes, but this is what I'm going to be basically making, and I will show you a close-up of me showing you what it looks like. It does have lining inside, so this is what I'm going to be actually making, and I'm really excited about it. This was the second one I made after my first try, just to make sure that everything is all right, and I'm very happy with this one. This is one of the designs that are going to be on the pencil cases. I will show you later on in all the different ones that I'm going to be making. There's going to be 5 different designs, and they're all going to be handmade by myself. So this was the first design that I chose. A very cute design. It's got little little bears and little teddy bears and little flowers, hearts, and little letters and little nest with little eggs in it, and it's a very cute design. On the camera it looks more of a sort of a pink, but it's actually a very peachy background, and then it has the pink on the hearts and on the little eggs and things like that. But it is really cute. I will show you a little bit just now how it opens. It opens wonderfully, so I'm really happy how it came out with some, even it got lining and everything in it, so it's really cute. And now this is just my fabrics that I got. There's going to be other designs. These are just the other fabrics as well. So yeah, that's going to be the fabric I'm going to use. So I'm going to show you now what it looks like. Yeah, and then we'll get back on to me showing you the rest of the studio. There's nothing really much to show you the rest of the studio. My computer, everything is still the same. Nothing has changed here. My studio is still the same. I've just got a little plastic covering my keyboard, and well, that is just a lot of accumulation of boxes that I may need for something. I need to organize that somehow. But yeah, that just has got some bubble wrap and things like that. I just use the boxes to store it. But yeah, those are all my DVDs. Everything's still the same. My TV, that's my area where I sit and relax and watch TV and plan different paintings and artworks and videos. And well, over there I've just got a little table with my oracle cards and affirmation cards, and sometimes I just sit down there and do some journaling. And then there's my cabinet with all my canvases, finished paintings and things like that. And then I also just want to take you back this side. That's still the same. My bookcase with all my books on there, and then I've just got my easel, and then my little easel. If you go down, let me just go closer. If you go a little bit, you'll see here my easel, my mini easel is at the bottom there too. So yeah, all of this is still the same. Nothing has changed. For now, this was the main thing that I wanted to show you. I see it really looks very nice in the camera at this angle. You can see the colors really nicely. So yeah, let me just show you close up here, since the colors are so accurate, or quite accurate. You can see the lining, you can see the inside of it, and it smooths up. So yeah, I'm really excited about this product. I am hoping to have them ready as soon as I can. So let me show you what I'm going to be making. I'm going to be making these pencil cases. These all are going to be made by myself, handmade by myself. And I'm going to be using 5 different designs, 5 different fabrics that I've got. And this is the first one that I've done. And this is the first design. You can see it's got a peach with some pink and some little bears and teddy bears on it. It's a really cute design. I really like this one, and I will give you more details as to the dimensions of this bag. But it's a quite large bag, and it's got a matching zip. As you can see, it's got a matching zip, and when you open it, it's a very smooth zip. So you got you can look inside. You got the soft lining, so this is lined, so all these bags will be lined. It's got a white lining. For the darker fabric, I will have a black lining, but for the lighter fabrics, there will be a light lining or a white lining for the lighter fabrics. You can see that. And the zip is very smooth. It doesn't get stuck. It's a very smooth zip. So it's wonderful to keep your stationery in it. So maybe you'll use this for, your art supplies if you're going out, or, you could use it for many different things. Your art supplies, your cosmetics, stationery, anything for school, college, you can use it for anything. So I'm not going to only be making vlogs. I will be including vlogs now and again because people have requested them, but I will be also making my usual art content that you see on my channel. So don't worry, I'm not only going to be making art vlog videos like this, I'm going to be also doing my painting and drawing videos and sketchbook videos as well. So that'll still be there, but this is just something that I'm doing on the side in the evenings, just so that I can, you know, have an additional product to introduce to the shop. And yeah, I can't wait to share this with all of you. So yeah, let's get back onto the next segment. I'm going to be showing you these little pouches that I've been making. These are all handmade by myself. There are only 5 different designs at the moment, and I'm making these by myself, and you know, they're handmade, and I'm trying to put the best quality, you know, fabric, zipper, the lining, everything is as the best quality that I can make for you guys. So at the time this video goes up, they will be available on my store. There are going to be a limited quantity of each one. So if you want to get one, you can head over to my store and just, you know, grab one while they're there. There's going to be a limited number of each one. Seeing how they sell, and if they do well, I will be putting up other designs. If not the same designs, I'll be putting up other designs on my store later on. But for now, there's going to be a limited number of these for this drop on my store. And yeah, I'm going to show you all 5 designs now, and then I'm going to show you how you can maybe use them when you are going to be, you know, going out and about, because these can be used for a lot of different things. If you use them for your art journaling, your journaling supplies, stationery, you can use them for your art supplies, your cosmetics, anything you want to use them for, you can use them. You know, if you're in college, school, university, whatever, you can take these with you. Even the office, you can carry this with all your stationery in it. So it can hold a lot of different things in it, and you can have a variety of different uses for it. So, and if you look at it next door to my A5 sketchbook, it's, you know, much longer and it's quite deep. So these are about 30 centimeters. The dimensions will be on my website when you go to my store, so you will see the actual dimensions of this bag. But let me go through all the bags and show you the designs, and then I'm going to go in and actually, you know, fill one up and, you know, show you how you can use them and how much it can actually hold, because it can hold a lot of stuff. So let me first show you the first one. Now this one you may have seen in my vlog earlier. This is a cutesy one with little bears, and you know, it's peach color, and it's the same on both sides, and it's also got the same matching color zipper. And if you open it, you'll see it's got a white lining on the inside, because I wanted to keep it white because it's a light print. So I thought it looks cute to having a white lining than making it black. So yes, this is the first one you have seen earlier on. The next one I've made is this one. This is a more of a floral and pattern design with like a sort of a patchwork feel to it. So this is what it looks like. It's the same on both sides. And then obviously the zipper is obviously matching the case itself. And if you open it up, you'll see it's also got a white lining on the inner side of it, inside of it. The next one I made is a purple one. Now this design, I've actually got two of it. One is purple, one is blue. They're identical. I'll show you the blue one in a minute. But this is the purple design. So you can see this is, you know, the Eiffel Tower, Paris, and there's various different things like cameras and all on the, you know, little doodles or little drawings of these little, you know, these little design elements on it. And it's also got a matching zipper to match the pouch. And if you open it up, you see it's got also a white lining on the inside. And then now with this one, I've actually got a blue one. So if you want or prefer a blue one, or you want both of them, I've got a variety of different colors with this particular design. You can see the fabric has got also the same Eiffel Tower and different items on it, bicycles and camera and everything. It's also both sides the same. It's got also a matching blue zipper, and you open it, it's also a white lining inside. So yeah, I kept these all white linings because I think they just, you know, look better because they're lighter prints and lighter designs. And then the fifth one, which is the last one for this drop, and this is a darker print that I've actually chosen. This is also a floral design, but it's got a navy blue background, which makes it a little darker. It's the same on both sides. They're both the same on both sides, and all of these are the same dimensions. It's just the fabric has changed, so the look of them, the design is different. So it's also got a matching zip. It's got a navy blue zip, and when you open it up, you see it's got this black lining inside. So you can see it's a little darker because of the print. I chose a darker lining. So yeah, this is how I, you know, decided to, you know, make this one. And that's the 5 that I've decided to, you know, put on my shop and to make them. Remember, as I said before, these are handmade by myself. So I'm making these by hand, and I'm really proud of them, and I really like them a lot. So I'm hoping that you guys also like them. So remember, they are available at the moment at the time this video goes up. They're already in my shop. They're available for purchase, so you can purchase them, but they are in a limited quantity. So if I'm able to, I'll make the same prints more later, depending on how it has been received by you guys. But if not, it'll be other designs. It depends on how this drop goes. But this is the designs, or these are the designs for this particular drop of these pouches. Remember, all of these pouches are being made by myself, handmade. So I'm making them myself. You know, I don't have anybody with me helping me. I'm doing everything myself. So I'm really proud of these, and I'm really excited to share these with you because I really love them, because I would love to have a, you know, a unique pretty pouch like this to carry my stuff with when I go out, instead of having the generic, you know, ones that you get. So I would like something unique and something pretty, because this just, you know, you can choose whatever, you know, calls to you, and whatever you think looks, you know, what you want them, you know, want really, you know, is what your style is or what your preference is. So I've got these 5 for the moment. So once again, if you would like to purchase any of these, head over down. My link to my shop will be in the description box down below. Head over to my shop and my website. Even if you go to my website, you can find the shop on the tab. Head down to my shop and then just see which one you'd like to purchase if you're interested, and then you can purchase it from there. And then yes, just comment also down below anything you'd like, any other suggestions of other designs or prints that you'd like. But these are what I've got for now. So now I'm going to show you how you can use these and how much they can actually take. Now, honestly, you're not going to fill them up as much as I'm going to fill them up now. I just want to show you how much this can take. That's why I'm going to fill it up. But I just want to, you know, take things that I would normally take when I go out. Usually if I go to a coffee shop or a restaurant or anywhere where I'm painting outdoors or plein air painting, you know, just outdoors somewhere painting, or if you're going on a holiday and you're painting, you want to have enough supplies. You don't want to think, oh, I forgot this at home and that at home. And you want to have one bag that you carry. You don't want to have multiple things to carry. Like this, you just have your sketchbook, you have your little pouch and all your stuff, and you're good to go. So I'm going to show you now what I'm going to put in here and how you can basically, you know, use this pouch. Now, I've got this, firstly starting, I've got this huge palette. Now, this is a quite chunky palette. It's quite thick and it's broad, and you can see it holds 24 colors in it. So this is my regular palette that I use in the studio. But if you want to go out with it, I mean, if I want to go out with it, I can just take it and pop it into the bag. That's the first item down. Then maybe I want to take, maybe a sharpener. I need a sharpener for my sketching. I can take a sharpener with me. Maybe I can add an additional one, a smaller one, maybe if I want to. Or you don't have to have so many sharpeners, but say if I want to take another sharpener, I could. And then obviously you would have, my Sharpies. You'll have some pens or my jelly rolls. I've got some microns in there, so I can have those in my pouch as well. And then you can see I'm putting them all inside here. And then I've got, some Posca markers, which I use as well, maybe in my sketchbook. And then I've got a water brush, which I'll just fill with water and have it on the go. So it's in my pouch, and then I can just, use that and not worry about having, water. You can even pop in some paper towels in here as well. And then I've got some brushes. Now this is quite a bit of brushes. I don't think anybody will take this many brushes with them. But I've just taken the essential ones that you most likely would, or I most likely would use. That'll be like the mop brush. I would need the mop brush. I use it sometimes for blending. Sometimes I just use it for dusting the erasings from my, surface. Got flat brushes, round brushes, daggers, different sizes. I've got some detail brushes, round brushes. So say I've got these brushes and I'm going to take them. I can just pop them in this bag as well. And then not forgetting a needed eraser in case I need to erase something. I've also got a regular eraser that I can just pop in there, and my washi tape. And perhaps maybe I can just add in a tube, or I got my pencil as well. And then just add in a tube or two of gouache maybe, or white gouache. And then maybe I need my little paper clip just to hold my pages of my sketchbook. And there we have it. There's my supplies all in this one little pouch, and I'm ready to go. So all I gotta do is just grab my sketchbook, grab my pouch, pop this into my bag, and I can go. So I don't have to worry about, looking for supplies or taking multiple things or carrying the palette separately, carrying my paint brushes and the pens separately. Everything can go together here. Now, like I said, you don't only have to use these supplies that I put in here. These are what I would usually take out if I'm going anywhere. But if you want to have like a variety of different color pens, if you're doing journaling, if you're doing your planners, you can have all your markers, your pens, your different colors. You can have your little ruler as well. Like I said, this is 30 centimeters more or less. You can have, all your highlighters. You can have the stationery items you can have as well. You can have a lot of your, sticky notes. You can even have sticky notes. You can have these little sticky tabs if you want to add them, if you're carrying stationery with you. So you can have a lot of uses for this. You can even use it for, carrying your cosmetics if you want to carry cosmetics. It is so versatile and can be used for so many different things, because a bag is useful for a lot of things. Not only for art supplies, but you can use it for everything. I'm just using for art supplies so I can show you how you would go about, packing it, and how much this can actually load, because it can pack a lot of things in here. And then obviously you just grab your sketchbook and you're good to go. Now you can decide what you want to use it for and how would it benefit you. And yeah, but I'm really proud of it. That I made this, and I'm really excited to share it with you, and I hope that you guys also like it. And then yes, these are the different designs again, just to give you a look at them. These are the different designs, so you can decide which one you would like. If you're interested in purchasing any of them, you can head over to my store and then you can have a look at it, and you can purchase whichever one you'd like. Remember, there are limited quantities of these, just pointing that out again. But once again, these are very, very unique bags. They are unique fabric designs. So yeah, I hope that you will, enjoy these. So I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to say thank you again so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you like this video. Feel free to leave your comments down below in the comment section if you have anything to say. And if you'd like to see other art content like this and other art videos that I put up on my channel, then you could consider subscribing. Don't forget, if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when my next video goes up. Also, I just want to let you know that I am on Patreon, and I have a Patreon where you get to see early access, where you get to see behind the scenes what I'm working on, as well as what art that I'm working on, products that I'm working on, other projects I'm working on, whatever I'm working on the back behind the scenes. you get to have a look at that. I've got also other rewards and benefits on my different tiers, so you can have a look and see maybe if any of that is something you'd be interested in. It really helps, to support the channel. If it's completely optional, it's not obligatory, it's completely optional. Just letting you know that I am on Patreon, so if you'd like to have a look at what I offer there, you can head over to my Patreon. All the links will be down in the description box below, as well as my shop and my website. They'll also be listed down below, so you can have a look at what I have available at the moment. And as I put the products up and new products, I will be obviously letting you know, and I will be putting it up in my shop. So my shop is open all the time, so you can just head over there whenever you feel like it. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching again. I really appreciate all of you. Thanks again. Till the next one. Bye.